Good afternoon, children. Last week we have already learned what are models, types of models, and then we also went through the examples. Then I have given you the notes for will, would, shall, should, and the negative forms of it. Okay, and today we are going to cover the remaining all the models. See, in everyone's life, there are certain activities we got to do, and there are certain activities we should not do. And usually in commonly what we say, do's and don'ts. Now see the cracker. If someone is burning the cracker, keeping near you, you know the danger, right? So what am I trying to tell you? Do's and don'ts are framed only for or to help us ultimately, okay, and to say to do or not to do. In rules, regulations, we can easily do it by using your models. Okay, you can do it, you should not do it. Okay, will this help me? Wouldn't I be better if I did not do? See, everywhere in framing our sentences, we are using models. From now onwards, be very conscious while using your models. See here, right thing at the right time is always appreciated. Don't we know this? Definitely we all know. But are we doing right things at the right time? Is a big question mark. If everything we are doing in the right thing at the right time, then there won't be any problem faced, not only by us, even by the people who are living with us. But then our topic is not that. Okay, our topic is something else. What is that our topic? Here, if you are a person with soft skills, then remember these models must have already become part and parcel of your life. Ma'am, what are these soft skills you are talking about? Soft skills, nothing but the mannerisms that one develops, the habits that we cultivate in our day-to-day life, the mode of speaking that we do with our friends. Okay, in other words, good manners, etiquette, the public etiquette, the etiquette that is being accepted universally in the society. Even in the families, certain etiquettes need to be practiced to build a very good relationship with among the members. Okay, so what am I trying to tell you? Suppose you are a person with all these good skills, soft skills that I am talking about. You have a very good habit of using these rules and regulations in your life. While talking to friends, I should do this. When I address my parents, I must be doing this. Okay, there are certain mannerisms, there are certain manners in which we need to approach. You know very well, when you come to a teacher, you talk differently. You address teacher, you talk differently, but you don't do the same when you go to your parent. Yes, so each the person that we are meeting in our life demands a certain respect. Okay, suppose you are a person who have already learned that these things are there in life, we got to practice them, and you have already started practicing, then don't worry about the models. Why? Because you have already started using these models. I have told you, right? When you are asking, requesting, you will have to say, will you give me? Shall I go? Is it not? Can I do this? So these are all nothing but the models which are helping us to build a very good soft skills to become a better persons always. While preparing these slides, I felt I should talk about something from the Bible. Okay, why I'm talking about the Bible? Because nowadays all of us are stressed so much. Everyone unmindful of the age limit. The small children have their own limit in their own level pressure. The bigger people have in their level pressure. Everyone, if you come to school, the teachers have their own level pressures, principals have their own level pressures. Each and every one has a pressure. That is why I felt, sorry, that's why I felt I should talk about this. And when I looked for the picture, I really got a beautiful one. You also must agree that this is really beautiful. Looking at the birds, what do we feel? There is no sign of tension. Am I not, children? Is it true? Definitely yes. And see, look at the butterflies. They are flying so confidently, so happily. What brings this happiness into these life of these birds and the insects? What is that makes difference between the human beings who are so much tensed and the birds which are sitting, flying and sitting on in the branches? I'm sure they are not bothered about corona, definitely. Is it not? Yeah. And the simple reason is that birds never worry about tomorrow. And it is stated in the Bible, birds of the air. God says, look at the birds of the air. They never think of what they will eat, where they will go to sleep, where will they stay for night, or how are they going to spend their time. No. Everything so systematically in their own limits, things go on happen. And there is no tension. So, if you want to be peaceful, if you want to be happy, if you want to be free from pressure, then we need to have that contentment. The contentment which will tell you, be happy with what you have. Be happy with what you are. Be happy with the capabilities that you possess. And then your life is going to be very beautiful. And the people in and around you are going to be happy people. And your life becomes the most beautiful one. So today, we are going to learn the next modal verb, shall. What is the speciality of this shall? I hope, children, you have gone through these models and then you are thorough with the will, would, and the negative form of will not, won't, negative form of would, wouldn't, would not. Okay? And then we will be doing it now with the shall. To ask for suggestions, requests, advice with the first person. I, we in the interrogative. Okay? Now, examples that I have given. Shall we start the class? If I'm asking, shall we start the class now? Or shall we start the class? Okay, children. So this is not actually asking a request, but then you in the classroom when the teacher enters, we come and talk different things, and then the teacher wants to stop at that level and then want to proceed with the class. So let us all go back to our places and let's start the lesson. So this is how. But then in the formal way, if you want to say, shall we begin the class? now. Okay, so this is an advice. Next one, shall I have a cup of coffee? Okay, the request. Shall I have a cup of coffee? Shall we share our snacks today? Shall we open a new shop? Suggestion. Among the friends, the bigger people may be having a discussion, and then they are all lost in problems, difficulties, and they are coming up with a suggestion, and then I think it's better we start a shop or a business, and then we can earn our livelihood. Shall we open a new shop? In the second sentence, the second usage of shall in the second and the third person to indicate threat, warning, command, promise, assurance, and determination. If you sit with the bad boys, you shall be punished. Parents also say this, teachers also use these words, and your uncle, aunt who are very close to you will also talk about this, and all your well-wishers will say, if you are in the bad company, you are going to become a bad boy, and therefore the punishment, whether we give or not, ultimately it is applicable. You get a punishment. What you deserve from that bad company will definitely be rewarded. So how are we saying? If you sit with bad boys, you shall be punished. This is a threat. B. Second sentence. You shall go now. Command. She shall get a bicycle for her birthday, on her birthday. If she is getting, if she stands first in her class, she is going to get a bicycle. This is the promise usually parents make for the children. The negative form of shall not, or shan't. It should be read as shan't. So, Radha shall not sing tomorrow. They shall not indulge in malpractice. My friend shan't be dismissed. This is the usage of shan't and shall not, the negative form of shall. So, you know now the function of the use, for what are the purposes we are going to use shall, and the negative form of shall not, and shan't. Then coming to the past form of shall, should, to express duty, obligation, or opinion. Mostly children, remember, most of the models have similar functions. Okay, we should be very clear in using them. That is important. Okay, here to express duty, obligation, or opinion, because when we come to say obligation will be also used for few other models. That is not a wrong thing. Okay, so here the examples for should. I should help my friends, the weak students, slow learners, the person who is absent yesterday, the previous day. It is better we help our friends, so that when we are in need, definitely they are going to help us. So it's our duty. You should respect your elders. It's a duty. Again, sorry, the spelling, the Y has not properly come. Duty. This is also our duty. What is our duty? I have already told you, wherever we are, we have to exercise to some extent the manners. So even in the family, we got to respect our elders. The third point, you should not be lazy, is an obligation. It's our personal obligation also comes under duty, but then you have to be active. Okay, active participant. Maybe you could afford to be lazy when you are all by yourself at home, but if you are working with your friends, then you cannot be a lazy person. Okay, because you need to contribute your own share to the group for the welfare of the group. From that point of view, it is an obligation. D. They should be on their way to Chennai. Okay, opinion.